Superman completely failed at being a flawless, once-in-a-lifetime, generational defining film that many unreasonably expected it to become. But that's okay. It didn't need to be a perfect film. It was a very good film and I enjoyed it immensely. This film was definitely a step in the right direction. I really like James Gunn being at the helm of DC Films. But in fact, there are a few criticisms that I do have that we're going to get into after we start our very spoiler-filled review. But before I glaze this film and give my critiques of it, I'm gonna need you guys to all do me a favor. Please help me out and please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this page. And if you're watching this on TikTok, please drop me a follow. Now that that's out of the way, let me just tell you, this film did not feel like a Superman film. Superman the movie was actually the best live action Invincible movie that I could have hoped for. It felt like I was watching Mark Grayson versus a very intelligent Andrew Tate. What do I mean by this? Well, let me just tell you straight off the bat, I think many will agree that this Superman was very underpowered. I mean, the way they were putting belt to cheeks upon this man the whole movie, it felt like I was watching Mark Grayson versus anyone in the Invincible universe. I understand the fact that this film borrowed heavily from My Adventures of Superman and that James Gunn intentionally wanted a less invincible Superman, but I mean, he was taking damage the whole movie, getting mollywopped and dragged through the mud the whole film until the very end. When it comes to the Man of Steel himself, I felt like David Cornsweet was not the best Superman. While I feel like he was a modern version or a modern interpretation of what Superman was, the original movies back in 1978, I don't feel like he really embodied the role. I am a person who definitely feels like Henry Cavill was a better Superman. I felt like he had more passion for the role. I felt like I was watching Superman when I witnessed the performance of Henry Cavill's Superman. Now, that being said, this movie was better than Man of Steel. I'm just gonna put that out there. But that was mainly due to the direction. I feel like James Gunn is a million times better of a director than Zack Snyder. And James Gunn knew exactly what to do with this film. In fact, he's done a great job with everything at DC. But James Gunn, glaze aside,